Okay, today is the day, let me grab my notes. It's the day that I share with you my December rituals. So quickly, every December, I take the time to do that. I do a day with myself and I really start reflecting on the past year and what do I want to create for the following year. So I'm really excited to share that with you because before we get started, I need to remind you that you are extremely powerful and your mind can create whatever you desire. But in order to do that, you need to be clear on what you want to desire, because the more you're clear about it, the more source can help you bring the right opportunity and the right person to make this happen. You are not alone in those manifestations, but you are so powerful. You need to understand that. And the reason why I want to share this with you is because my why is to help people create the life that they desire. My why is to help people break free from the system, is to help them live a life of purpose. In order to do this, you need to be clear about what we desire and what we want to create. So, and the last thing I want to do before I share that, regardless of what's happening in the world right now, you can create your best life. The outside circumstances have nothing to do with what you can create at all. It all starts within. It all started in our mind. I created my best life in 2021, financially, spiritually, personally, and professionally, regardless of what's going on. So you can do the same. So what do I do? What is my ritual? I got some notes here. And you don't have to take notes. I'm going to leave in the comments at the bottom of this video. I'm going to give you a link. If you click on that link, you just enter your name and your email address and you'll automatically receive an email with exactly everything that I'm going to explain to you in my ritual. So you don't have to write down all of that. If you want it, just click on the link and you'll receive an automated email, and you're not going to get more than one email. I promise. So, okay. The first thing to do is to actually, and take this seriously. Have a day with yourself, plan it in the agenda, and tell your family, I'm going to have a moment with myself. Go to a coffee shop, be in a room with a glass of wine, a tea, make it special, make it an event. Don't just sit on the corner of the table and just do that quickly. Really reflect on it and take this date seriously. It's the most important date because it's the date with yourself and the date that you're reflecting and the date that's going to set the table for the years to come. Because again, you're the creator of your life. Remember that. So the first thing to do is actually to sit down and start reflecting on 2020. So what did you accomplish in 2020? What are your 10 proudest moments? Write all of it. What have you not accomplished in 2020? So if you set goals, look at your goals, right? Reflect. And if you haven't set goals, just start thinking about it. And if you start doing that every month, every year is really cool because you can look at what you created the year before and just every year looked at where you're at. So it's really cool to do it every year. But yeah, so if you have not accomplished what you desire, what holds you, are you aware of what holded you to create it? And it's not about being hard on yourself and being just criticizing yourself, but it's becoming aware. Why did I not create my goal? Why did I not get closer to my dreams? And being aware is okay, what can I change in the next year? If you watch too much Netflix, it doesn't matter. You can't change the past, but being aware of it and really entering the new year mindful about that. It's super important. So there's no hitting yourself on the head and telling yourself you suck. There's none of that. It's all about self-love and being aware of where we're at so that we can change it. Okay, where you're at in your life, and you can choose any categories that you want, right? So I love about health, and you'll see if you click on that link that I'm going to send you, there's going to be a lot of questions you can ask yourself. But where are you with your health? Did you prioritize yes, it's all about self-love. Did you prioritize your health if that was in your objective? How about your relationship? Where's your relationship at? Did you have quality time with your family, with your spouse? Income, business. And I'm not gonna read all the questions because there's a lot, but you can do it spiritually. Like, did you give enough? Did you give back? Like there's so many categories. Take the categories that are important in your life and reflect on where you're at in your life towards health, business, income, all of that. So, and just, again, being mindful, not hitting yourself on the head, and just being like aware of where you're at so that you can change it. So that's like what you reflected on 2020. Now it's time to sit down and get ready for 2021. So one of the things that I love doing every December is to declutter. Declutter my house, declutter my computer, declutter, like just let go of everything that doesn't serve me. Because if you want to attract more into your life, you need to create space. If your house is like super cluttered, you have full of stuff everywhere, and how can you attract more of what you desire if everything in your life is cluttered? You need to let go of what doesn't serve you, give it, sell it, do whatever you want, but declutter everything so that you can attract more of what you want. So that's something I love to do. Like on email, like your inbox, email, like just do a big cleanup and let go of all of that. And the other thing is that take inventory of your old habits, your pattern, your routine. Like, what do you need to release? What do you need to let go? What kind of habits do you need to change? And this ritual is not about just like what you want to have, right? It's a lot about who you want to become. And when I looked at my goal at the end of 2020, a lot of things that happened is all about who I had become. And I was just so touched, and I was just like, oh my God, so much has changed within me. Yes, I had reached some of my goals and like objective, but a lot of the habits that I wanted to change, I had changed those. And those are more important than the income and like the goal, because we need to change for our lives to change, right? So it's a lot about who do you want to become in 2022? And what do you need to do to become that person, right? So it's really important to be aware of that. Okay, so what your intention? What new habit do you need to integrate in 2022 to create what you want to create, to become what you want to become, and to have what you want to have? Reevaluate your priority around how you spend your time and your money and your energy. That's really important, especially in today's world. It's so easy to get lost in all the chaos. It's so easy to get lost in all the noise. So what do you spend your time? What do you spend your energy on? Like, are you wasting so much time scrolling on your phone? Or are you actually doing things that's going to help you get closer to what you desire, right? Like, again, being mindful of what you do and how you can change it. Okay. One of the really fun exercises that I love is writing down your 1-year vision in the present moment. So write it as like it's December and you're actually looking at your year. I'm so happy because 2022 was my best year ever. I've finally started that online business that I wanted. I've had so much success. I created that much. I had so much good time with my family, and we went on trips and this and that, and I ski so much, and and my health, and I gave back, and I had all those experiences. So imagine December 2022. How do you want your life to be? And write that vision for your year in the present moment. That's really important. No past, no future, present moment. So you're reading it as you're living that life that you truly desire at that moment. And feel the emotion. Put emotion. How are you going to feel when that happened, right? Like, really live it like it has happened. And that's the tricky part. A lot of people are like, when I have money, I'm going to do that. When I do this, I'm going to have that. You need to become who you want to become before it happens. And I think that's why a lot of people never reach their goal, because they're just, when I get there, I'm going to do this. When I get there. No, you need to get there emotionally for it to manifest into your life. So writing your vision really helps you connect to that. And some people like to write like very strict goals.